Introducing at this time, the challenger, being accompanied to the ring by Taz, from Chico, California, weighing 278 pounds, the Machine, Brian Cage.
Brian Cage, the FTW champion. That is not an officially recognized title here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the FTW champion from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds. He is the All Elite Wrestling World Champion, Moxley!
Jon Moxley wearing that t-shirt in honor of his fallen friend, Danny Havoc, who passed away tragically on May 31st of this year. That is one of the trying times that he alluded to earlier this evening.
Moxley's had a rough couple months for many different reasons, but I will.
But for the swing and the miss, now Moxley.
You knew it was going to start out early and be intense. This could be a bowling shoe ugly slobber knocker, if you know what I'm saying.
And now Cage, though, comes back. Powerful clothesline, takes the champion off his feet.
To the best of our knowledge, Chris, these men have never wrestled before.
I have never seen them wrestling before after two classic JR-isms in a row. But one thing I will say that Taz said that is you can tell how strong he is. We also know he's very limber as well, but he's limiting those moves here in AEW as he's just using this power to beat men down.
Cage with Moxley in the corner, charging in, lifting uppercut, and follows it up with a rising Gamangiri.
Great flexibility, athleticism by Brian Cage.
That Johnny Smith-like drop kick from the second rope. Brian Cage is down and Mox feels it. He took his t-shirt off too.
And look at this, now concentrating his attack once again.
Left arm. The left arm is the story in the early going of this match. And it was well promoted by Moxley for what he was going to do.
Yeah, he called his shot, he telegraphed it, and he's following that game plan to a T.
Just to remind everybody that
stay tuned for picture-in-picture through the break should this match go that long. And it might not.
Oh, hitting that arm again.
There's a singular focus here for Jon Moxley, and that makes him extremely, extremely dangerous.
Moxley is off his rocker. He walks the boundaries of sanity, but he's also very, very smart in his strategy. Got him in the armbar again.
They're trying to double wrist lock him, it looked to me like. And the power of Brian Cage, he fleeing Moxley off of him.
But he does have that Achilles heel, or the Achilles bicep tendon, if you will, and Moxley's relentless going after it as they spill out onto the floor.
Walking through the barricades, now out on the floor here at Daly's place. And this is...
No. Blocking.
If you take the suplex into that guardrail, that could put you in the hospital. I'm not joking on that.
Looking for the paradigm shift was Moxley.
No, watch out!
Oh!
Middle back suplex right into the steel stairs. That's the barricade. How can Moxley continue? Folks, stay with us. Picture in.
And it started when he suplexed him into the guardrail.
Here we go. Shoulders are down.
And then he body slammed him into the guardrail. He's picking him apart. Look at this man. Look at the size of his quads as he stretches Mox's face back.
Camel clutch.
Sitting on the lower back of the champion, Jon Moxley. Cage has his fingers laced underneath the champ's chin.
The Iron Sheik will win a royalty.
And look at this, Moxley.
Here he is as he's feeding back up here. You're not going to keep Mox down with that. Mox will fight you to the death, literally.
Oh!
Ripped off, too. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, Moxley, he's got the chair.
No!
And Cage.
Oh, my God.
Cage with the switch. And
again!
Now,
oh, my gosh.
Moxley suplex through the steel chair. Remember, this is not that long after that he got thrown through a back windshield of an AEW company car.
Look at that chair. Look how it's just emaciated.
As Knox.
Oh, look at that. There's a near fall for you.
thunderous right elbow strikes there from Jon Moxley.
Wow, big power slam. Shuts him back down by dumping him back on his back again. This is some of the agility that I was talking about of Brian Cage.
Taking a chance. Wow. The challenger took a chance, grabbing his knee.
Oh, and look what happens. You're right, Jim. Just because you are that agile doesn't mean you should do it. And now he's on Cage is on the run after that huge moonsault miss.
Yeah, the ground game was working for the challenger, Excalibur.
Oh, but Moxley has rung the bell of Cage, but Cage just counters a desperation clothesline.
Cage has got to regain control of the pace. He's got to be the first to hit.
Did you see that clothesline that Moxley just threw to the lower face of Brian Cage?
Well, Moxley's a warrior, man.
He's looking for paradigm shift. Oh, jumping knee strike right underneath the chin of the champion.
And look at
Cage, discus, no.
Wow.
Paradigm
shift. Cover.
1, 2, no.
What?
the power of Brian Cage, able to kick out one of John Moxley's go-tos, the paradigm shift.
Not even Le Champio, not even the demo god kicked out of that one, Jim Ross. That's what beat me for the AEW title, and Cage just kicked out of it.
And powerbomb into the top turnbuckle. Cage able to escape out of that submission
Cage has got to dance with who brung him, and that is his strength and his power. Stay on your feet and use your power. You might be the champion.
I've seen this move before. Watch this. Right into a superplex from the ground, all the way over the top rope into the ring. What power right there from Brian Cage.
Cage is a machine.
And the human suplex machine stands on the ground and him on. Cage is on fire. This might be Cage's night, guys.
Moxley's got to reach down and find something he hasn't felt perhaps in quite a while.
He's got him down again.
And now Moxley, he transitions. He's attacking the shoulder of Cage as well as the bicep here.
It's all connected, Excalibur. It's that left arm of Brian Cage is surgically repaired. Moxley knows exactly what he's doing.
And you notice Moxley putting himself in the way of the ropes to prevent an escape by Brian Cage.
You know, this is where Moxley was training in Vegas with all those MMA guys. He sure has learned. Georges St. Pierre.
Oh,
look at this one.
The ripping and tearing of that bicep.
Who is he training with, Excalibur? Who is that guy?
That
idiot, that's right.
And now, look at Taz trying to...
Turn into him.
Taz coaching this.
You gotta watch Taz, though. He's got that belt in his hand. He might hit. Look, Mox gives him the finger. That's what he thinks of you, Taz. You're number one.
Taz has made a huge investment in Brian Cage. It could go all up in smoke right here.
Mox is feeling it. Tongue is out. Look at this. What?
Taz throwing the towel.
Taz threw in the towel.
Taz threw in the towel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match,
wisely
and still
protecting his investment,
All Elite Wrestling World Champion, John Moxley.
Now explain that, Jim Ross. Why was that the wise decision on Taz's part?
Because if he had maintained the hold, the bicep was going to re-tear. It's 5 more months of rehab, and this kid can't afford 10 months of rehab in the span of a year.
It's a smart idea there, Jim.
But you know, Brian Cage was not going to give up. He was not willing to give up. I mean, Taz had
Look
no
at
choice.
this.
But, oh!
That FTW, that's what it's worth right there. This title that Taz gifted to Brian Cage, that's why he did. So he's got something to smash into Moxley's head.
Cage's right hand is healthy. His arm is healthy.
And he is just hammering.
He's not using that left. Revenge on the man that put him out for over a month since Double or Nothing.
And he drove that skateboard right into the face of Brian Cage.
He might have got Cage in the throat, Excalibur, I'm not sure.
But once again, Taz takes Cage away to fight another day. I can't believe Darby Allin is back. This is huge.
We've seen the very uneasy alliance between John Moxley and Darby Allin in the past.
Let's get a shot of that skateboard we can.
It's got studs all over it. Look at this. It's a right there. Look at that.
Man, that was well placed. Great aim. Darby Allin not intimidated.
Right for the throat.
This machine, Brian Cage.
And it was Brian Cage that put Darby Allin on the shelf for over a month after that casino ladder match at Double or Nothing.
And I don't like Darby Allin, but he's one of our biggest stars, one of our biggest young stars in AEW. It's great to have him back, but with a vengeance. He's after Brian Cage, and Mox wrestled a perfect match. He had the victory wrapped up if Taz hadn't thrown that towel into the ring, Jim.
I still think it was a smart decision, and really the only...
Taz trying to restrain Brian Cage at the top of the ramp.
Of course, he's coming back. Look out, Mox. And strategical move.
You don't make any money if you don't work. Being off work doesn't get you to the pay window very often.
And that's Taz's meal ticket right there. You know, Darby Allin and John Moxley have had this weird, odd fellow relationship since back from last year. They're kindred spirits in their weirdness.
Brian Cage just pushing through all the officials, through the staff here.
Look at